Hey guys, and welcome to a different video. It's been a while since I made a video like this, but some things came up recently that I just couldn't really, explain that was happening. And yeah, so as you guys can see by the title, a freaking dark entity was attached to me, or is attached to me. I can't say for sure that it's completely gone right now, but as far as how I feel with all that, but yeah, this ain't no clickbait, this ain't bullshit. I'm gonna be as thorough and as honest as I can possibly be through this video, because I'm gonna tell you all about it. So me and my Aunt Amanda have talked about it. If you guys remember, me or my Aunt Amanda is like, you know, she's a paranormal expert. She's like, you know, she knows her shit when it comes to like entities and things of the paranormal world, supernatural, whatever you want to call it. Like, she's the expert in this family. Like, if I have any questions about anything like this, I go to her. Which she has, shout out to her. She's been absolutely amazing. Amanda, if you're watching this, I love you. You're amazing. And we're going to be trying to put together a paranormal group in the future, but we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, so from what she was saying that there's something that has been around for a long time, longer than I thought, because she believes that it's been around actually since after like my dad passed and stuff, which was like over 8 years ago. And I was telling her, I was like, well, that's kind of weird, because I've only felt something like weird until recently. And that's when I like really like learned or discovered that like you don't have to like, I guess, notice it right away, which is really fucking scary, because imagine something's like watching you and then like attaching itself to you and you have no clue at all. Like, that's terrifying to think about. Because, you know, like, story short, like after my dad passed away, you know, like my household went through a very dark time, which my mom kind of turned to alcohol, which I guess is understandable for the circumstance, but it affected me, it affected my sister, it affected my brother, even though my brother moved out shortly after, you know, my dad passed and all that kind of stuff. But because actually, right in 2020, so because my dad passed away in 2017, so this is already after a couple of years of things just being very heavy. 2020 COVID. My sister was actually dealing with an entity herself, where it got to the point where it felt very uncomfortable to be around her or certain things, because she always felt so negative and this and this and this. And I was like, well, 15-year-old me at the time didn't want to deal with that. So I didn't really like talk to my sister a lot during that time. And then, because it was always like with an entity in her room, in her closet and stuff like that. And like, I remember like I was home alone one day and I went to her room and I looked straight at her closet while this was all happening, and I was like, I don't see anything, I don't feel anything, you know, me being pretty oblivious to it at the time, you know. But then I started to have some things happen at that time. I remember that, which that was pretty fucking interesting. I thought it was just me, but looking back at it now, maybe it was something. And I'll show you guys why right now.
Alright guys, so I was downstairs, so see, I was flipping through YouTube, right? I was like scanning like right here, you guys can't see, but like eye level, like this was me. Look, I could still see the TV and I could see that on the corner of my eye. And as I'm flipping through YouTube, I had the lights off, because this is exactly how it was. Like, everything I have said right now was exactly how it was when it happened. So like, I'm just flipping through YouTube, right? And over here on the corner of my eye, I see this. Okay, well, it wasn't that aggressive, but it was just, here, I'll just do this. It was literally like this. It was literally like that. I'm kind of feeling a little creeped out right now. I mean, I keep saying that, but I'm not explaining it. So, I have like these light bulbs that actually have like a battery inside themselves. Sorry, I don't want to blind you guys. But anyways, so Rianne So like, okay, so Rand and Izzy were sitting out here, a few of her friends, and or whatever, and those lights flickered, and yeah, so those lights have like battery in them, so like, and welded in too, and when the thing's plugged into the wall, like you wouldn't think it would flicker, especially when we just put those in. So yeah, that happened like last week or so, and ever since then I've kind of because okay, so sorry, I'm kind of English right now, but one morning last week I was sitting right there eating breakfast, and we had like two kitchen towels right here, and like one of them, and they were both like very tucked in very well, and then I used to see right when I turn my head to look over here, I used to see one of them just fall off. Like it would have to have someone to have like pull them off type thing or whatever, and
yeah, and I never really understood it. I always thought like it was like me like freaking myself out because like it's easy to freak yourself out, but yeah, I never really understood why behind all of it. And then nothing happened for a long time after that. And it wasn't until 2022 when things were kind of, because me and my mom didn't really have the best relationship still, because she wanted to move to Florida, and I was like, what the fuck, I want to stay here, So me and her really like argued over stuff like that, which probably stirred some things up probably. Because at that time I got myself in my new relationship at the time was someone that I deeply cared about and loved. And things went south. If you guys want to hear more about that story, I have a documentary I released last month on New Year's Eve. If you guys want to hear me basically trauma dump for 2 hours and 30 minutes. So that video's over there. Go check out that video if you want more on that story. But basically all I'm going to say, it was really fucking bad. It was really toxic and it was not good for me. I know, which could have stirred up all this other shit too. Even more than it already was. Year later in 2023, I ended up moving back, and within that time I got in touch with my Aunt May and my cousins, my grandmother, all of them, which I'm very grateful for because I love them all to death, and I'm really glad that I have the relationship I have with them today. It was really weird because later that year, because I was living with some old folks, and I was having this really, really vivid fucking dream. Like, it was so weird. And I remember I talked to my Aunt Amanda about it. If you guys want to see the clip here. And it was just so weird. Like, I remember waking up and just, like, I didn't have an appetite. And then, me and the buddy went to go get coffee. And as we're walking back, I had to go over the bridge of this road and just fucking, I felt the need to throw up, but all I was doing was dry heaving. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but dry heaving hurts more than just throwing up. Because, like, there's nothing to come out, you know what I mean? Like, that was probably the first and only time I've dry heaved. I don't recommend it. And just to let y'all know, like, I haven't been doing anything partying or anything like that dumb shit. Like, I was completely fine. And this came upon me. It was really weird. Oh, that's also what I was going to tell you about. I was talking about what happened to me a little over a week ago. That kind of freaks me the fuck out. So this was about, granted, like I was kind of like, it's getting to that time of year, about like dad and stuff like that. So I was kind of like already in my own kind of like state of mind, kind of sad. It was October 24th, so like a little over a week ago. So before that, so the night before, so Monday night. I remember I went to bed and I had this very insane, like, I don't know if it was a nightmare or a dream, but it was so, like, like those, like, dreams that you have that feel so real. Mm-hmm. I had one of those, and I'm aware that when I was younger, because my sister has talked about it, that when I was younger, I had night terrors. Mm-hmm. And so, basically, it felt so similar to that because it felt so fucking real that Kirby had to wake me up because he was coming over and he woke me up. And because I remember I had to get up for school, it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. And I just remember, like, I did not feel good at all. And I was like, okay, I'm going to lay back down. And then I had this insane dream. And the dream was about an exorcism. We know where it took place? At the old house. So it was me in the dream. It was me, my brother, sister, so Zach and Rianne, and this one chick that I was apparently close to. That like
now I would have no idea about. So I didn't know who this chick was, but apparently in this dream I was very close with her. I don't know if we're like dating or anything, but I could literally draw a picture of what she looked like. It was that real. But like we were going to do like a seance of some sort at the old house. No one lived at the house. It was like abandoned, but it still looked exactly the same before we left or moved out. And I remember like we did the seance, and I guess it kind of sped through. 'Cause I don't remember like all of it, but like I remember like it sped through, and then like all of a sudden like shit that you would see in like freaking Conjuring movies like started to happen. And so like, you know, like the house like started shaking, and freaking like the roof was like little shambles were falling and all that. And then all of a sudden the girl that I was close with starts to like shake and like freak out, and turns out that she was getting possessed. And so she was getting all like, it was normally what you would see in like the Exorcist movies, like she starts freaking floating, the house is fucking going shenanigans. And so I remember in the dream, I'm freaking the fuck out because I'm terrified of exorcisms. But then there's part where I get violent, where I get up because the demon or whatever starts talking out of her, and I get violent. I get up in its face, and I'm like, "You get the fuck out of her right now!" And then so like it got to the point where like it was a full on fist fight. Like I got thrown across the wall. I started throwing punches. Like, and Zuck and Rihanna were just standing there, just fucking terrified and frozen. And just I remember like it felt just like The Exorcist, like what you'd see in one of the movies. Like it felt so intense. And so I remember like Zach and Rihanna were like yelling at me. It's like only you need to go find like a priest or somebody. I don't care who it is, just go. And so I left the house, and somehow I met like a priest at like a parking lot of some sort. And I was like, okay. And then he started talking to me. It's like, okay, it's like he knew. It's like, okay, I need to help you. And then like out of nowhere, like I see the girl like floating over, but apparently it wasn't her. It was like a fucking hallucination I was having, I guess. And then I was like, we need to go back to the house, but I can't go back. I physically can't go back to the house. And so like out of nowhere, I black out. And then like I get a call from the guys, and apparently they're at the house being like, dude, is everything alright? I heard what happened, yada yada yada. And apparently, you know, like the roof is halfly caved in and stuff like that. And like the police are there and stuff, and like they were like at the house. I was like, dude, are you here? I was like, no. It's like, and then I told them, I was like, I physically can't go back. Like I was terrified to go back to the old house. Like I didn't care if at that point, like I didn't care if it was my childhood home. I could not go back, and it was just so weird. And like I remember I woke up, and Kirby woke me up from the dream, and like I remember when I woke up, I still felt like I was in the dream. So I was wondering why he was waking me up, and for a while, like I was like still. Like, I was paranoid when I first woke up, because I legitimately still thought there was a demon roaming around the house at Stacy's. So I got up, I freaking, like, got in the bathroom sink, freaking, like, tried to get out of my head, like, wash my face and whatnot. And Corey's like, are you okay? It's like, yeah, I think so. And just, it was just so bizarre. And then what was weird is that he wanted to go to walk to King Soopers down at 71st to grab a coffee, and so we did that, because I was trying to get my mind off it. And so we're sitting down at King Soopers, we have our coffee, we're just hanging out, and out of nowhere, like, I just don't fucking feel good. Like, I feel like I'm about to vomit. And so, like, I told him, and I was like, we need to leave, and he's like, why? And I was like, I don't fucking feel good. So, like, we get up, we start walking back, and halfway back on the bridge thing, I stopped right by, threw up. And like it's not like I ate anything, because like it was just like bile, and then like even though there was nothing, because I was trying to fight it. Like I have a strong like immune system, but like walking back, like as I was trying to fight it, it just made it hurt more, because it just kept like there was nothing backing it down. So I was like, all right, I just need to let this out, even though I fucking hate puking. But yeah, but like I puked, and like Kirby said like, oh yeah, dude, like you were like shaking, and like there at some point when I couldn't even throw up anymore, because like I started like dry heaving and shit like that. I had to like sit down on the sidewalk for a second. It was bad. Like I was warm, I was shaking, I was sweating, and then like after that, like I went to sleep back at the house, and Kirby was telling Stacey what happened. I wasn't feeling good, and then like after that, like I felt fine, and I just like I never had that such an intense of like a dream like that. Yeah, Exorcist dreams. Of all dreams, and it's the one thing I'm freaking terrified of. And not only that, like 2 hours after I woke up, I threw up, and I never get that sick, never.
So a couple of scenarios with that is, they say of course dreams are like, they can be a foretelling, they can be basically what kind of mental state you're in, what
Yeah.
kind of stress you're under.
Yeah.
That, or you had something that was trying to come across to you that was not good. So
Yeah.
there's
'Cause
several different roles that.
yeah, because I just don't know what that could be because I've never had that happen to me ever. Like it was like even now I still get freaked out by it because like that's never happened to me. I mean, yeah, I've had intense dreams, but to the point when I wake up and I feel fucking ill. Like that was, I mean, granted, like I wasn't feeling good, but when I woke up before I had the dream, but the fact that I had that much of a vivid dream, I'm just like so that's why I wanted to tell you about that because I was kind of wondering what scenarios behind that would be because again, like I said, like I've never had anything like intense happen to me to that extent, so I don't know necessarily what that was. But that was freaking but that was recent. That was crazy.
And then nothing happened again for a while after that, until it was like May of 2024. My cousin Corey and his wife Tori now got married. And I think it was the day of, we were at the hotel, and it was me and my mom and Rand at the hotel, and I was like, damn, like I felt like this burning, like almost like sunburn sensation on my neck. I was like, on this side of my neck, I was like, God, what the fuck is that burning? You know? Took a picture of it. It looked like a rash, but not like a normal rash. It was really fucking weird. It kind of freaked me out. And then of course I told my sister, she had to make the joke of, oh, maybe a ghost scratched you, and I was like, stop, fucking stop. So yeah, that was really interesting. I didn't think much of it because I thought like, oh, it was me or my skin doing a weird thing. Again, still very oblivious to what is going on. I don't want to say what was because I don't know if it's over yet. But anyways, yeah, that was also just really weird, and nothing happened again for a while after that until later that year in 2024. I moved here to my grandmother's. And that's when I started to notice a lot of shit. One night, I freaking was sitting here, or I was laying in bed, and I just heard these 3 clear, loud-ass knocks on my bedroom door over there. Like, clear as day. Like, it was 11 o'clock at night. Like, I knew everyone was asleep and whatnot. And it was just, oh my god, it was unnerving. I literally sat up at the end of my bed, and I just sat there in silence for 30 minutes because I was just waiting for something else to happen. And I was just that much in shock, too. So, but nothing happened after that. And then one night, it was like 7 o'clock at night. Again, no one else was down here because I feel like the walls are thin enough in this basement that like I can tell there's like an actual like person downstairs or walking down the stairs because I can hear it clear as day. Someone coming down the stairs. You know, not hearing anything, only hearing voices from upstairs, meaning my aunt, my grandma. I heard like light walking like down the hall because there's a hallway like outside the door here. You guys will see what I'm talking about because we did a video. But there's a hall like that goes down there, and I just heard like duh, 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 like almost like not necessarily running, but not fast enough to be running. But you guys know how you guys can hear like like kind of like the patching noise of like someone walking on the carpet and stuff like that. I don't know why I said patching noise, but it's like a yeah, that was very weird, and that was one thing that had happened. And for the first couple of nights as I was living here, I really felt like something was watching me. But then again, I just feel like that was just me being creeped out because it is a fairly creepy basement. So I thought I was creeping myself out because I was like, oh my god, I haven't been here in a long time, But yeah, that happened, and yeah, and then so it wasn't until last month too, because nothing happened for a long time after that either. So like, but we're talking like a whole year later. So this was December of last month, and I didn't notice it until like 8 o'clock at night, and then because I was actually going to my Aunt Mary's to see my cousins because me and Adam were going to record the part 2 of the Little Nightmare stream for Christmas. And it was before I was getting ready to get in the shower and stuff. I was like, kind of feeling my neck, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Mind you, was like, I didn't notice it stayed the entire day, so I didn't even feel the sensation. 3 clear-ass scratches on my neck. Like, this one really made me concerned, because I was like, okay, there's no way to make this up. Like, I keep my nails short, you know, like, I don't, like, really scratch my neck a lot. Like, I'm not always doing this shit, or in my sleep, I don't know. But how would I have done that in my sleep? I mean, yeah, people say that they're gonna be pretty reckless in their sleep, but I'm not really known for being reckless in my sleep. All I know is I move around a lot in my sleep, from what I've been told by the people. And so I was like, this was really weird. It's like, okay, this is weird. I gotta go tell my Aunt Amanda about this. And we told her that that's when we were coming up with all these different like theories of what could be happening over this long period of time since my dad passed, and whatnot. And then she's like, just keep an eye on it, you know, and just let me know, and we'll take care of it. I was like, okay. So wasn't until literally like over a week later or 2 weeks later, I had like this very vivid fucking dream that I was here in the basement, but like the basement was like 10 times bigger, or I was smaller, either or. And it was dark, and I was walking this way towards the hallway, and there's a storage room door, and then there's the stairs to go upstairs, and I look up, and all I see is just this tall ass fucking 8-foot black figure. No arms. I don't see any arms. I just see this tall ass torso, little legs, and I see a head, no face, but I see like frizziness of hair. It was really weird, and then I went into this one dream where I was really violent, which I'm not really gonna say what on camera. Or I don't feel like saying on camera because I want to get demonetized. I want people to be wondering, like, what the fuck, Jacob? If you guys really want to know, I'll tell you guys, but it was a really violent dream, and it had me waking up feeling very uncomfortable in my skin and whatnot, and I was like, okay, I should probably tell my Aunt Amanda about this. Sure enough, I told her, and later that day, she was like, alright, I'm gonna come over, we're doing cleansing, because we need to act on this now. And I was like, okay, I completely agree. That's what leads to this moment here. So, I'm about to show you guys some footage that we took on this night, where we did the cleansing and we did a few EVPs and whatnot, and what we believe, whatever this thing is, resides either the hallway or the downstairs bathroom here, which you guys will see that for yourself. So, I'll go ahead and just let the video play. I'm sorry it took us this long to get to this point, but anyways, enjoy.
P session, number 1 in the basement. See if we can pick up on anything. If there is anybody in this vicinity, in this area near us, make yourself known, please. Can you give me a name? Do you reside in this hallway? You
can see it over there,
It's
too.
heavy in this hallway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard.
I heard something.
Why are you here? Do you reside in this hallway? Do you reside in this hallway?
Yeah, I set my phone up recording on that box for you. I know in that video I caught two something right here by this chair and then it disappeared. Yeah. Logan, stay out of the way of the camera. I did, I'm sorry.
Someone just be pissing on my phone.
I did, I'm sorry, bro.
EVP number 2 in the hallway
On the basement.
in the basement.
Jacob's watching Matt Hardy.
So you already stated you reside in this hallway. Why do you reside in this hallway?
There's a mirror right there, dude.
Like my neck right here feels kind of cool.
Dude, exactly. I always have a mirror there. Goodness, my bad. Shut this fucking door. Hop up in the shower, Jacob.
That's awkward as fuck.
Sit down on the shitter.
What is that?
It's scraping the floor.
Oh, it feels definitely heavy in here.
6 feet apart because we're not good.
EVP session number 3 in the bathroom, in the basement. Again, who are you?
Damn, Jacob looks dark on camera.
His eyes look evil too.
I just want you to tell me who you are. What are your intentions? Why are you lingering here? What is your purpose here?
The dust that's shown up in front of the light right here is not showing up on camera.
Yeah, there's motherfucker.
No, not certain ones.
I don't don't Jacob hop in the shower?
Yeah, it definitely feels different in here.
Yeah, my head definitely feels a little heavier.
6 feet apart because we're not gay.
It's almost like I got like sinus shit going on right here, almost.
Where my mom put the holy water? You burning, bitch?
You burning, hoe!
It starts steaming off of me.
Fuck, motherfucker, give it.
Burning hell.
I mean, whoever told you that probably wouldn't be wrong, but
What was it Ozzy's favorite saying? Your mother knits socks that smell.
trying to catch ghosts when you just have us.
My head just feels fucking heavy.
Yeah, mine kind of hurts.
I know, I'm cold.
Like mine hurts like.
I'm chilling right now.
Yeah, like mine's like right in the center of my head here.
Yeah.
Where the holy
Right
water
here.
was, boys.
I know I felt fine before y'all got here and we started doing this.
Well, I can tell you, whoever you are, you're not welcome.
Don't say anything stupid, Boa.
Well, I can tell you, whoever you are, you're not welcome.
Don't say anything stupid, Boa.
Well, I can tell you, whoever you are, you're not welcome.
Don't say anything stupid, Boa.
You don't belong here.
It's a good song.
And it really doesn't matter to me if it makes you happy or not. You do not serve the greater good here. You're not welcome here. I don't think it likes that.
Yeah, I know, because every time you say it, I feel like my head starts to feel like more like a headache each time you've been saying that.
So then it's attached to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first time you said it, I felt like a migraine feeling. You said it again, I felt it again.
Well, I've seen 2 orbs by Jacob, and
That was probably the most clear information we have gotten in a long fucking time. Even though it was very little thing, well, not little things, but like less things, it was still a lot, you know? Like it still has me and my Aunt Amanda like, oh my god, like we need to get back out there and like investigate and stuff, you know? But I'm very like sad about this next part because I recorded it on this camcorder because you guys know it has night vision and whatnot. But with the microphone on top, I made this mistake before. I forgot to turn the microphone on. So what you guys are about to see is just footage with no audio. So yeah, I was gonna be like, oh, I can narrate over it. Like I'll talk about what's happening or whatever. And I was like, you know what? I don't really feel like doing that because I feel like you guys can see, like, you guys can clearly see what's going on, but you guys can't hear anything. So, but I'm just going to narrate some music over it, and then we'll just go ahead and, like, do the outro and stuff. So, alright. Enjoy. Alright, guys, and that's the whole story behind that. Yeah. Very weird. Since then, not a whole lot has happened since then. I've also just been tired and just burnt the fuck out, but that might also just be because of work and the amount of time I'm putting back into YouTube these last couple of weeks since coming back. But yeah, stay tuned for more spooky paranormal stuff because apparently there's been more stuff going on. So nothing, at least I noticed around here with myself since then. So and again, a special thank you to my Aunt Amanda. She is absolutely amazing at what she does. I know what I know about this stuff because of her, and I feel very grateful and very fortunate to have her in my life to teach me these things, to help me with these kinds of things, and hopefully one day I can be an expert myself, you know, because she has really taught me a lot these last couple of years, a lot. And there's still so much more to learn too. That's what's so crazy about the outside world of the paranormal. But anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Damn, you guys want to go and get 2 freaky videos because tomorrow is another episode of Friday Frights, so that's going to be interesting too. So if you guys enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, peeps.
Ha ha ha!